Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Short fact about me is that I have been playing Sword Online since the release of Global, so between March and April 2018. It has been a long 5 years and I experienced a lot of new stuff, a new floor and many more during those years. Now, because the game have been around for that long, that means they also have released a lot of skill record. I mean a lot. Right now, there are over 1000 skill record in this game and I believe there is around 1106 skill, I believe, or even more, maybe, I'm not sure. So today I will show you my top 10 favorite skill record in Sword Online in Factor. So use 10 skill from those 1000 skill record that are right now in this game. It was really hard and it took a while to look through every single skill that I own. So I made two small rules for myself. So the first rule is that it can be only skill record for my main account. The reason is why because I have so many accounts right now, so they have different amount of skills and have skills that I don't own on my main. So to make it easier for me, I should only take skill record from my main. So I have to only choose skill that I own, and I can't take any skill record from my other accounts. That's all. And second rule is that it can only be active skill and not passives. As you know, there are too many skill record, especially passive skill, and if I will include passive, then the top 10 will easily get occupied by power rise and other strong passive skills. So there can't be any passive skill in my top 10 favorite skill record. Other than that, the 10 skill record that I have chosen are based on many factors, such as how good they are, their animation, and many more. Also, there are no specific order, just 10 skill record that I really like. So let's stop stalling and let's start with the first skill record. So the 10 skill record I chose was Shy X-Master Sachi, and it is a Holy Sword skill and one of the very first skill record that was really popular at the beginning of the game. It was so popular that it was recommended by many players to reroll for, and back in the days, swords were really popular and really strong. If you had X-Man Sachi and C Yuki, or let's call it Candy Girl Yuki, you had a really good sword set. It has a 10 hit animation, which makes the animation real long, and long animation are usually bad if you look into hard content on competitive speedruns. But I like it as long as I remember when I first got it. Really nice animation with holy effect. The 9th skill record is Piercing Hero Kirito, another sword skill in this list, and I have mentioned it many times in my videos. It is so good. A skill that is fast, it gives us more switch gain, it gives you attack buff, and only costs 20 SP to use. One of the best support skill for sword in this game. I can't really see any sword build without it. You can even put it inside your connect sword if you want to, and I don't see right now any skill that can replace it unless you have a passive that requires you to have no Kirito skill in your set just to get able to get the effect on. The 8th skill is Wonder Hat Xenon. Yes, a bow skill this time. It is probably one of my most favorite bow skill in this game right now. Back then, when there were no suicide skills, you had to be full HP to be able to deal damage, and that is where Wonder Hat Xenon comes in. It is a long range attack and it increases your damage the further away you are from the monster. I believe it is max 10 meters away and double your damage. It also has a really nice animation that I really like. So number 8 is Wonder Hat Xenon. For 7th skill record is Flappy Spear Lisbeth, a fire spear skill. It is not that strong, but what I really like about it is that it has the orbit animation, which is really fast with the fire effect. Not only that, it gives a debuff to the enemy where your fire skill will deal more damage and it only costs 18 SP to use. If you have seen one of my very old Sword Online in-game factor videos where I review my spear skills, you'll see that I had it on my spear set. And if we compare it today, 2023, I still have it in my spear set where I have linked it with my Connect spear. so it is still with me till this day. One of the best spear skill out there in my opinion. For the 6th skill is going to be Treasure Hunter Filia. It is an Awakening Holy Dagger skill which is also a support skill. The reason why I love this skill is because it can apply Death Mark debuff which gives you next attack double damage, which is really good. Not only that, it has a Holy Light Demon buff that gives you 45% holy damage buff for 8 seconds. That means that if you use a holy skill, that skill will gain 45% holy damage plus the double damage debuff mark. It has been carrying me for a real long time, especially hard content such as KO Showdown. It is so good that you can also give it to Kaharu, since Kaharu is only being used as a support, and you can equip stronger sets. Not only that, it is a fast animation and only costs 20 SP to use. Now we have reached the top 5 of my favorite skill record, and for the 5th is going to be Master of the 4 Asuna. This skill was released when Sword Art Online had a collab with Tale of Series, and I just love the animation. It is not that useful in actual fight with bosses, and it has long animation where you have a high chance to get hit. But that doesn't really matter because the animation is so beautiful. Also, you are doing a T-pose, so that's why I have Master of the 4 Asuna on my top 10 favorite skill. On the 4th, we have Vermillion Bird Asuna. It is a holy burst rapier skill that I have invested a lot to get. Back in the days, we didn't have a guaranteed to get a featured skill, and Vermillion Bird was one of them. It took me a while to get it, and the reason why I love it and have put it in my top 10 favorite skill is because it has the shower animation, plus it is a really good burst skill in my opinion. It gives 100% evasion buff when you use it normally, and if you activate the burst, it will reduce your skill cooltime by 5 seconds. Really good support skill that is also a burst, and it is easy to activate the burst sequence. That is why it is in my top 10 skill record. Now we have reached top 3, and the third we have Phantom Lady Noir. This skill was released during Sword Art Online collab with Persona 5, which was one of the first collab they had. They have released other Persona 5 skill record, but the reason why I chose Noir is because it is so good. It is an Awakening Axe skill that has a switch gain without having a switch gain in the description. It is fast and easy to use. It gives you attack buff, debuff to the enemy, and reduce your skill cooltime by 2 seconds, and once again, it gives you a switch gain so you can use your switch faster. Really good, and I still use it in my axe set, and I will never remove it from my axe set. Never. Only 2 more to go, and let's start with A Will to Survive Asuna. It is a mod wind rapier skill that was released during the celebration of progressive movie with Screen Hero Kirito. It is my currently strongest rapier mod that I have, and I have a really good set with it. It has a really fast animation which I really like. It is so fast that you can immediately use another skill after it. I just love it, and I've been using it for every content that is weak to frost, and I am really happy that I got it, and I hope they bring it back to the game so everyone have a chance to get it because it is worth to get it. For the last skill of my top 10 favorite skill record in Sword Art Online Integral Factor, it is Flowering Garden Asuna. This skill has so many history with me and have been in my rapier set for the last 5 years. If you guys haven't seen one of my old videos where I got 5 4-star skill in one multi, you can check it out because that is how I got it. It is a holy rapier skill that gives crit buffs, and I have never replaced it, and I will always have it with me. It is a fast animation, and it fills your switch gain by half, which means you will be able to reach your switch really fast. If you combine it with other skill that gives switch gain such as Paladin Asana, you can reach level 3 switch gain really fast. Just link it on your connect rapier skill and you are good to go. It is so good, and it is still relevant till this day. So that was my top 10 favorite skill record all of the time, and let me know in the comment on what is your favorite skill record in Sword Online Integral Factor, and maybe you will find another player that have the same taste as you. That's for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on next one. Take care now and bye bye.